going to okay, so recording is started, and so we have already done topic of VLAN and inter-VLAN. So now we are going to discuss one of the most important topic of networking switching, which name is multi-layer switch. Like topic name is multi-layer switching. Okay, because last time we have done work only on layer 2 switch, and which was 2960, and multi-layer switching can like work as a routing technique. So multi-layer switching technique is known as a routing technique also, and same as multi-layer switch is known as multi-layer switch, sometimes referred to as router. Okay, so multi-layer switch and router, the work of both the devices is same, because multi-layer switch works on data link layer as well as network layer. So it works on both the layers. So if you want to use multi-layer switch instead of router, then you can use. So one of the main advantage of this switch is, if you want to use this switch as a layer 2, then you can use, and on the same switch you can use a routing purpose. For example, this is your multi-layer switch, and multi-layer switch has, like for example, 8 port. I'm just taking an example, 8 ports, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If this is your multi-layer switch, then for example, 4 PCs are connected to this switch and they have same network ID 10.0.0.1, 10.0.0.2, 10.0.0.3, 10.0.0.4. Okay, so this is your LAN. And for example, router is also connected with this. So 10.0.0.5 is the gateway for this LAN. But you can use these ports with different network ID like 20.0.0.1, 30.0.0.1, 40.0.0.1, 50.0.0.1. So this is a switch which works same as normal L2 switch and also working as a router. So I have to make design on Cisco packet tracer for multi-layer switch. Okay. So let's start with the design first. So I'm going to open Cisco packet tracer first, and I'm going to share the screen of Cisco packet tracer. New share, and this is my Cisco packet tracer. So go to the tab of switches and click on, this is your layer 2 switch and this is your layer 3 switch. 3560, 3650, these are known as multi-layer switch. Okay, the difference between 3560 and 3650 is 3560 is like fast Ethernet port. All the ports belongs to fast Ethernet, and 3650 has all the ports Giga Ethernet. So there is no problem with this, only speed matters. Okay, so let's start with the layer 2 practical. So you want to use it as a data link layer. So now I have 4 PCs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So normally you are making LAN. So you can use 10.0.0.1, 10.0.0.2, 10.0.0.3, 10.0.0.4. Okay, so they can ping with each other. This is a normal LAN. Now I'm going to use multi-layer switch again. So this is my multi-layer switch. Yes, come. So in this you can check, we have connected 4 PCs, 10.0.0.1, 10.0.0.2, 10.0.0.3, 10.0.0.4. So this works same as a normal layer 2 switch. But now on the same switch, I'm going to connect three pieces. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now this PC's IP is 20.0.0.1. This PC's IP is 30.0.0.1. And this PC's IP is 40.0.0.1. So my task is to connect 20, 30, and 40 on the same switch. Like we have connected 10.0.0.1, 10.0.0.2, 10.0.0.3, and 10.0.0.4. So this is my LAN. If I am going to connect two different network IDs with each other, then that is called WAN. So what is the purpose of multi-layer switch? It can work like a layer 2 switch as well as routing purpose layer 3 switch also. So we have to do one thing. Now, if you want to provide IP address 20.0.0.1, then you have to give gateway also 20.0.0.2, because without gateway, you are not able to ping 20 to 30. 30.0.0.1 and gateway is 30.0.0.2. 40.0.0.1 and gateway is 40.0.0.2. So now we will make multi-layer switch work like a router. So we have to perform some coding here. So first of all, if you want to make multi-layer switch as a router, you have to use one command. The command name is IP routing. Because by default, it is a switch. By default, no IP routing is by default is used here. So without no IP routing, if you use the command do show IP route, then this will be the output. If after IP routing, you will use command, then you will check as same as a router, it will show you the code. So after make IP routing, you can use this switch as a multi-layer switch. Okay. Now, 20.0.0.1 is connected with F0 by 1. So I have to provide F0.0.1 IP 20.0.0.2 because this is the gateway for this. Now, F0 by 2 should be configured with 30.0.0.2 and F0 by 3 should be configured with 40.0.0.2. Okay. So how to configure IP address over switch? So after IP routing, you have to write interface FA0 by 1. You are not able to provide IP address like this. IP address 10.0.0.2. This is invalid. So if you want to provide IP address to interface, you have to use command no switch port. After no switch port, if you provide IP address, it will be assigned. Exit. Interface FA0 by 2, no switch port, and now IP address 20.0.2.255.0.0.0. Interface FA0 by 3, no switch port, IP address 30.0.0. Sorry, I think I have given IP address 10.20.30, maybe. F0 by 1, 10.0.0.2. Okay, not an issue. I will change the IP address. Wait. Interface FA0 by 1, no IP address. Interface FA0 by 2, no IP address. Interface FA0 by 3, no IP address. Okay. So interface FA0 by 1, no switch port, IP address is 20.0.0.2. Because I forgot that I have used that IP on another switch. Interface FA0 by 2, no switch port, 30.0.0.2. FA0 by 3, no switch port, 40.0.0.2. Do show history. You can check the command. to show history. Copy, and I will put it on Notepad. This one. Yes, you can put exit also, because I have done very fast like this. So on multi-layer switch, I have used this command, and before this command, I have used the command IP routing. So if you use like this, now you can check on multi-layer switch, you can provide IP address to interface. So multi-layer switch now able to connect with this. First packet is failed, and the next packet will be successful. So you can use this switch as a router, as a switch also. Okay, so you can use this switch as a switch. You can use this switch as a router also. Now, this switch working as a layer 3, this switch working as a layer 2. Now your company says you have to connect, like you want to connect this LAN with this WAN. So what you can do? You can do one thing. Connect this switch with this. Okay. Now this switch is working as a layer 2. So definitely it should have a gateway like 10.0.0.5. Okay. So F0 by 4 should be configured with IP address 10.0.0.5. Okay. And that will be the gateway for this 10.0.0.5. 10.0.0.5. 10.0.0.5. Okay. Now this is different network. I will change this. Like this is my 10 network. This is my 40 network. This is my 30 network. This is my 20 network. 20, 30, and 40. So this time, this switch working as a router, but this switch working as a switch. So when you try to ping with this 10, with 40, they will be successful. So this is the concept of multi-layer switching. Like if you want to extend this, like now this is 40, 30, and 20, you want to extend this, you can extend it with the router also. You can extend this network with the router also. Okay. Like for example, so I think you have done this design. I will make new design for you. Wait. For example, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 PCs is there, and I am using layer 2 switch here. Layer 2, layer 2. And here I have a router. Here I am using a router. So you remember in my IP addressing, you have used this concept. Understand? For example, you are using here 60.0.0.1 and then 60.0.0.3 will be your gateway. 60.0.0.2 and 60.0.0.3 is your gateway. So remember your routing. Click on this interface FA0 by 3. Sorry. FA0 by 0. IP address 60.0.0.3. I'm not using subnetting. Remember this? But here I have a router. Here I don't have router, so I can use multi-layer switch here also. So how to use multi-layer switch? Now that is your 60 network. That is your 70 network. 70.0.0.1, 70.0.0.3. 70,002, 70,003. And also when you connect this with this, then if this is your 70 network, this is your 60 network, then this should be your 80,000. Like F0 by 2, 80,001. Routers F0 by 1 is 80,002. So what to do? Click on multi-layer switch first. No, enable config. So on multi-layer switch, I have to use command IP routing interface FA0 by 1. No switch port. IP address 70,003. And same as interface FA0 by 2. No switch port. IP address 80,001. Like new network I am using. Okay. So here my task is complete. So on router interface FA0 by 1, IP address 80,002 and put no shut. Like what I am going to show you, this multi-layer switch can be used on the place of router. But the new thing is, in this, you have not used any routing. But if you are using a router with multi-layer switch, then you have to use a routing. So that is the routing topic. Do show IP route. So 70 and 80 are my direct networks. So router RIP network 70,000, network 80,000. This topic you have done in routing part. So if any student have not done this topic, so no worry, I will repeat this topic for you. Router RIP network 80,000, network 60,000, version 2 not a summit. So the student who missed the routing lecture, who has started only with the switching, so I will repeat this topic for you. So after routing, you can check. They will be pinging with each other. Why they are not pinging? I have to check 70,003, 70,003, 80,001, 80,002, 60 and 80. Wait, show IP route. Route is coming. Why they are not pinging with each other? Maybe there is a simulation error. They should be pinged. Yes, they are pinging with each other. Successful. So multi-layer switch can work as a layer 2 switch as well as they can work as a layer 3 switch. So if you want to like extend your design to this, then you can add this. Okay. So multi-layer switch is a switch which can be used both type layer 2 and layer 3. Okay. Okay, so watch this video, and if you feel any doubt, you can message me. Okay. So I will let you know, I will solve your all the doubts. So I think today's is enough for multi-layer switching and start practice. Thank you.